2017 Mercury Pro X 200. I'm doing impeller and oil change, so you gotta, usually this little tab is bent up. Same thing with this one. I just stick the screwdriver in there, turn it, and put the screwdriver on it flat, and then hit the back of the screwdriver, pound them down. And you take a crescent wrench, because sometimes it's hard to get in there. And I just set the crescent wrench on it right here, and grab the prop here, hold the crescent wrench still, push and turn at the same time, crack it off. Get this nut out of here. I already started on this. I'm kind of rushing at work today. Yeah, let's just pull right off. Set that. Oh, hello, beautiful. There we go. All zoomed out. So that's the drain plug right there for the 200. A lot of the newer styles are all going to this. So put the drive down. God, that sounds terrible. Throw the drain plug on. I gotta go get my little, I have a little ramp. I have a little ramp that I use. I'll get to draining oil. Okay, oil's draining, our oil's done draining. I got plug back in, the vent back in. Went ahead and took the, because I'm doing an impeller, took this bolt out, this bolt out. There's a screw hole right here that has a plastic cap. Let's see, looks like this. Little plastic cap goes in here. It has a little screwdriver thing, but this one you can just pull right up. There's a 1/2-inch bolt in here that holds on this zinc plate down here. You take that out. Go ahead and took off these two. I left this one only a couple threads on. There is one more bolt you gotta take out under here. This is a 9/16. This one was a 1/2-inch head up there. These ones are 3/4. Pull all those and then pull that last bolt. Then the drive will drop down onto this nut. Then take this nut out and pull the whole drive out as one assembly. Pulled that this bolt out. And I didn't want to move, so I just gave it a few little love taps right there. And now you can see it's separated all the way down. It's now resting on this bolt. So what I do is, I'm sitting on a creeper. I put my knees under it, knee under there, pick it up a little bit. Twist this bolt out. So, put those aside. Now the drive is resting on my knees. So, take one knee out. It's gonna be kind of hard to do with one hand, I guess. Alright, well, let me get back to you as soon as I get this drive done. I get the drive down enough, you'll see there's the speedometer vacuum, 7/16. You just spin this little guy off, and once you get that out, you can drop the whole drive. Okay, so little speedometer things right here, just comes down. It's on a little rubber hose, so it will stretch a little bit. It goes here, right on the top of this housing. This would be the shifter. This is the impeller, which I'm after. So I'm using a sandbag, kind of just holding it. So now what you do is you'll just grab that on the back, pick it up, pull it out. I'm gonna drag sandbag with me. But at this stage right here, what I like to do is, while it's being held, because I don't have a holder for this thing, I gotta make one. I'm gonna crack these bolts here. There should be 10 mils, or actually I think they might be 3/8. These ones here, 3/8, 4 of them. Take this little rubber, it turns into a rock. Slide that up a little bit, get these bolts out ready to go, and we'll go from there. And just something to note, you see how clean it is? See how there's like a little trail? So I pulled this guy's oil. Pulled this oil. Can't really even see it. There is a little bit of milk to it. You can kind of see if I put some shade on it. No, that makes it worse. Yeah, so there's some milk to it. So I'm thinking some water was bypassing that. Because you can see it is wet here. I mean, that's oil and water. So either this gasket's bad. Actually, it probably is bad. It's letting water in. Or it's getting in right through here. Right at the shifter. But you see the housing. It's got some water signs too. See that cracking in the oil? It's not an actual crack, but it's just oil that's separating from the water. So doesn't look too bad. It is kind of milky. Anyways, just something to pay attention to. These gaskets turn into a rock and then they crack and then you get this. He did say he was having a overheating beep. So it's not a beep, it's just the alarm will just stay on screaming, you know, just beep, not pulsing. Beep, 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 beep. So got an overheating issue. We're gonna crack this off in a second. These are 10 mil. I don't know why. I thought that they should be 3/8, but 3/8 does not fit it. 7/16 is too big, and 10 mil is perfect. So either it's been swapped or they went metric for some reason. Alright, got those off. Got this gasket slid up. This will come out in just a second. Pull the drive out, stand it up, rip those two off. And make sure you pay attention to which way the impeller is put in there so that when you put in the new one, it's going the same way. Okay, got all that stuff off. There's the ride plate, the newer style metal gasket. They work pretty good. This sits on it like that, goes metal gasket first, then the ride plate, and then this is on top, seals down, so when you flip it over, see which way it's orientated. Make sure you put it back this way. If you put it the other way, you'll just flop these ears over and you could damage them. So get that back together and put it all new back on and throw it back in. And this is the new impeller. There's your part number. Okay, got the new impeller in it. You see the old one, because the old one stays the same shape as how it used to be. This one isn't bad. I didn't see anything terrible on it. And anyways, just make sure you see where the orientation of the key is. There's a flat spot right here. That's where the key goes. There's the old key. The new kit is provided with the new key. There's your new key there. And then you have a new upper seal for this tube here. There's a seal in there you gotta take out. Replace those. Slip that on. Get the impeller to where you want it. Put the key in and bolt it all down. Alright, got all that back together. Do not torque those down. They just go tight. Don't get overzealous with it. But you will strip the threads out, so nice and easy. I went ahead and replaced this O-ring. This whole thing just comes out. Wiggle it, it'll come out. You have a seal there, and then you have a seal there. Replace both of them. Then it just pushes up right back onto it. Boom. And then grab this drive, put it back up on your knees. This is kind of a bitch, as it always is. Yeah, getting this thing back on. So what I do is with my right hand, I push it down far enough to where I can grab it. With my left hand, grab it down here and then pull it really far. Get the drive up as close as you can and slowly thread and push it in. It is kind of a bitch, but it should be fairly simple. But yeah, get that in. All right, drive is back on. Bolts are in. these two, the same two on the other side, the one underneath, and the zinc plate, which is on top. Those are all in. Got a little plastic cap. Keep it nice and fancy for this fella. Boom. Those are all tightened up. Shifter, or the speedo cable, this thing right here. It's kind of a pain, man. You literally have to hold it down, and you have probably about that much room. It's not easy to get in there, but once you get it, you get it. Next is I'm gonna remove this drain and this vent. I'm gonna take them out, put new gaskets on them. I gotta screw in my oil pump. Looks like this. And this little fancy oil pump. This one goes into the container. This one screws into the drain plug. And then you pump it until it comes out of that hole. But you need to do it with the drive down. So let me get to it. Alright. Got it threaded in there. Got it threaded in there. Just gonna pump it till it comes out that hole. I'm pretty sure you're using Lucas, right? Yeah, Lucas High Performance Marine Gear Oil. This stuff is MA SAE 75 weight -90. This is gonna take forever, so I'll get you in when it starts coming out. Alright, down there. It's coming out. So, let it drip for a second. Make sure you got your vents ready. Yeah, make sure it's fairly tight, but please, please, please do not crank them tight. It's simply an aluminum housing. You will either make it super hard to get out for the next guy, or you'll strip it. So let's not do either. So once you get that done like that, I like to tilt these bad boys back up. Drop my drain plug. Then you got to do this one kind of quickly. I don't think I can hold you between my legs. Yeah. So this one, you got to do it quick. Okay, that's the floor. Take this out, stab that one in. Now my hand's blocking it. But yeah, new gasket on it. Oh. Yep, and then just screw this one in. What's nice about that drain plug is it's also a hex. You can't really tell in the video, but it's also a hex. But look, boom. That's not that tight. Don't over tighten those. Makes it hard for me to get it out. And come back in with old Bertha here. Bigger, nice. Just make sure she's tight. Same thing with this one. Just, you don't have to fucking crank them, man. Alright, next is to put the prop on. Goes thrust washer. Then it goes prop. Sucks when I have one hand. That piece, it's alright to come out. It's just not on the spline. So. Boom. Seat that thing all the way down. Make sure you put this on. See the little clip goes right there. See those little squares? Take your nut. Oh yeah, I also don't know if I mentioned, when you take the prop off the first time, you need to come up here and change the engine all the way to forwards. But now we can put it back into neutral. you put it into forward so the shifter stays put, and that when you go to put it on, if you rotated the shaft, if you rotate the shaft when you're taking it apart, it won't go, just slide back in there. So the easy way is to make sure when you throw it back together that you have enough hands to be able to twist the shaft and push up to be able to get it to align. But get that bad boy tight. I just hold the wrench and spin the prop. Try not to drag the wrench right here. You'll do it, it's alright. Just try not to. Customers, you know, if it was mine, I wouldn't care, but get it down to the bottom, and then you're going to start using both the wrench and the prop. And then, so right here you can see it's pretty tight, but that flat little tab needs to be on this flat side right here. So let's go ahead and get it there. Yep. See? The flat tab against the flat part of the hex. And then take your overgrown screwdriver, get behind the tab, and bend it up. Boom. Same thing on this side. Flat tab, just bend it up to where it's flat against it. Boom. So now that nut can't back off. Let's try this, tack this one a little bit more. Boom. Perfect. Now the oil change is done, the new impeller is in. Ship it out of here. I'm done for the day. Whew. Another one bites the dust. Just make sure you use some brake clean, get off the oil. All you want to get it clean so when it goes in the water, no rainbows. Confirm the customer's boat is back in neutral. Put his cover back on. Oh, why is this so hard to do with one hand? Oh yeah. Alrighty, folks. Well, like what you see, I got some more stuff coming. A lot of the stuff lately is gonna be it's all gonna be boat related stuff. That's what I'm doing at work. So when I get some more carpentry stuff in, I'll do more of that. But for now, boat work. So like and subscribe. Do what you gotta do.